Hello, everyone. Okay, it's time for another episode of HomeWORK. Okay, so this project is very, very dear to my heart. It's actually my personal property that I own, my rental property. So for those of you who did not know, I am a landlord. My husband and I do own property, and one of our tenants just moved out. So this is going to be a very educational video for you. I am going to walk through the property and show you the state in which the property is in, and also discuss with you things that we have to do to get it ready. So I have a management company for my properties, and they will come in and do the work themselves. But I always like to get quotes from independent companies or contractors to see, if the price is right, because I want to make sure I get the best bang for my buck. So I am here today looking at the property, and I'm going to actually take you inside. To be honest, my biggest concern today was the yard. And also, when tenants move out, my tenant was great. We had her and her son here for 5 years, and they were pretty good. The issues we had, we were able to work out because nothing is perfect, but she was a pretty good tenant overall. However, the yard was always a mess when we did our inspections. And if you are a landlord, you have to inspect what you expect. So we did come and check out our property to make sure everything was going as it should. And so we would talk about the yard, and the yard was always a mess. But guess what? We get here today, and the yard looks the best it has ever looked. So I can't wait to see the inside. I'm going to take you all inside with me. Just a real first look at what the property looks like with, the tenant not being here. So I'm going to flip it around and show you the yard. So this is my property. It is all brick. I love red brick, by the way. And I think it's a country girl in me. And this is the backyard, really good space. So this fence has seen better days, and I know eventually we are going to have to replace this fence, but this is the fence. And when I tell you back here, all of this brush was growing over the fence. It was really, really bad. Okay. And that's the new unit we just replaced. We replaced the HVAC system. She was having issues with it, and it was time. So as you can see, there is some trash here. My management company will come and remove all of this. So, but listen, again, much better. She honestly left it better than when she was living here. You see some towels there. That's just gonna happen, part of being a landlord. So we'll get someone in here. And you all stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I am gonna come back. I'm sorry, you all, I'm kind of examining and talking at the same time, but I'm looking at the roof line there. You see that? There's some dark space there. I got to make sure there's no damage there, but we'll make sure we get all of that replaced. I need to do a video on being a landlord and some of the things we do to be prepared for moments like this. We did not expect for her to move out this year, but we were prepared. Okay, so we'll maybe talk about that in another video. Make sure you all subscribe to my channel, because I will come back and show you guys the video of once my contractor comes in and does the repairs. I want you all to see the final ready for the market look. Okay. All right. So here's the backyard. And we have a little driveway here. So no garage, but there is some privacy here and a fence. All right. So let's go look at the front yard before we go inside. When we bought this property 6 years ago, we did have all this painted. It was a very unattractive green color, and we got it all painted. Look at the front yard. Not bad at all. Okay, let me see. All right, bit of a slope there. There's a mattress. So that's all part of the process. Okay, here's the front of the home. Let's show you all the front. The neighborhood is pretty nice and quiet. No issues. We haven't had any issues since we've been here anyway. And that's the front of the home. I wanted to cut those trees down, but I just didn't. Might be time to do that. We have this really big, we're in Georgia, so you all know we're known for really oversized trees, and that's good for shade sometimes, but then you have root issues that can get into pipes and things like that. So, you have to watch those trees to make sure they're not causing issues. But okay, so You guys are going to get a real upfront and personal look at what I have to deal with being a landlord. So let's go inside. For video purposes, I have already unlocked the door, so let's see. All right, so we're inside. Now, I love this little space here. I think this was the garage, and they enclosed it before we bought it. We actually didn't do this. And this room actually looks pretty good. Honestly, if the rest of the property looks this good, we're in business. She didn't leave a whole bunch of junk and things like that. It is dusty. I don't know if y'all can see that on the camera, but it is definitely dusty. So it needs to be cleaned. And I'm gonna have it freshly painted. I love all the light that comes into this room. You can see the exterior brickwork where it was an outside space that was enclosed. But because they did it fairly well, we get to count this as square footage. Again, this was a enclosed garage that they opened up. And there are the stairs to the kitchen. Okay, I'm telling you all, I was a little nervous because you never know. Like, we always take care of our tenants and make sure they're happy, but you just don't know how people feel. So I'm so glad that they left the place in good condition. All right, so here is the hot water unit or heater, hot water heater. Okay. Yep, that's new too. We just purchased that not too long ago. And then this is just storage space. So some trash here, but hey, I'll take it. So it definitely needs a deep clean. But I love this little property. I think it's great. I think it's going to rent quickly for sure. Oh, and the washer and dryer goes here as well. I don't provide that as a tenant. I make sure everyone brings their own washer and dryer, but what a great space. And then this is enclosed. This, of course, not outside. Okay, so let's go into the kitchen. I gotta find the light. You all bear with me. Okay, so that light is out right there. That needs to be replaced. It's very dim and dark here. Not too bad. Okay. We put these floors in when we purchased the property, and it doesn't look bad. Like I said, it just needs a good cleaning. There's the pantry storage. And this is the little eat-in area for the kitchen. So let's look at the kitchen. So paint, I think once the trim is painted and the walls, we are in business. And I already have someone coming over this evening to give me quotes. So the management company, like I said earlier, I think I did, they have contractors. But you always want to get your own quotes. Because, you know, if you're going to be in business, you have to be savvy and wise with your spending. So it would have been easy for us to stay in Atlanta and say, hey, yeah, just do whatever. But no, we want to be a part of the process and be good stewards of what God has blessed us with. So we are here to see for ourselves and make sure that this is done correctly for whoever rents. I believe in treating people the way I want to be treated. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go this way. I should have, let me see. Okay. Not all the lights were on. And it's really cold in here. Somebody came in, left the lights on in the air, but it's not in my name yet. So I guess the management company is footing that bill. Okay. So yeah, at least the air works. That's a good point. It's really nice and cool in here. So, and it's hot today. It's like 71 where I am. So it's really cool in here. This looks pretty good, you guys. I'm so excited. I promise you, I was ready for whatever, because that's the part of, you know, being a landlord. Now the floors have seen better days. When we were here, when we purchased it, we had a crew come in and sand and stain them, restain them. That has certainly worn away after 5 years. There's a little storage area there. This is the, by the way, the formal dining room. And so we replaced these floors, which I don't even remember what they were, but we decided to keep the hardwood floors and try to restore them. So they have kind of a rustic look, but I am getting quotes on having that done again. And depending on how much it costs, Depends on whether or not we're going to do it or just leave them as they are and clean them really well. Okay, this is the living room. Yeah, I kind of knew when that first room looked good that everything else was going to look good. You all, I have seen some properties, I have sold some rental properties where holes were put in the walls and people wrote words on the walls, just angry. Do right by your people. If you're a landlord, invest money, put money aside to take care of the needs of the property. Treat them the way you will want to be treated, and you can receive your property back in proper condition. You know, you can't rest assured that everyone will do the right thing, but it's a better chance if you do the right thing that they will, okay? All right, so here's the little hallway. We replaced that unit right there as well, the furnace. All that was kind of going out on her, and we came right on down here, assessed the situation, and got it replaced. So I don't know if you can see the floors, but they are hardwood. This was a great little purchase back in, when did we buy this? 21 maybe? Great purchase, and we just want to take care of it and be good stewards, as I said earlier. So this is one of the bedrooms. I think this is the primary bedroom. We're going to go back again with this color, which is like an agreeable gray. I'm going to have the contractor repaint that, and the closets are pretty good size too. We're going to repaint those. Now, you know, cameras sometimes make things look like they're nicer than what they are, but there is work and cleaning to be done in this space. But the blinds are in good condition here. So I'm excited. I'm happy. See, doing the right thing gets you good results. Okay, let me find the light. All right. Now, I feel like just looking at this room, it might have had the worst of all the bedrooms, okay? The floors are definitely a little bit more stressed. And you see that stain there. They had a hard time getting something out of here. And these have to be replaced. This is very common. And no, we didn't go with the high-end faux wood blinds or wood blinds. We just got some new blinds. Sometimes new is just better than used. And you don't have to go high-end, especially not with a rental, because you might end up having to replace them like we're doing. And we're not so mad at this because we put just standard blinds up. But look, these are good. Okay. So bedroom number 2. All right. Guess I'll come back and turn the lights off. All right, so hallway, the bathroom. Let's see. We did a lot of work on the bath. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I guess. Oh, you can't turn the exhaust off without the light, so you guys bear with that noise back there. So bathrooms and kitchens, that's where you're going to have your most damage. Okay, apparently the sink is dirty. Like I said, I don't want this video to fool you. It's definitely been lived in, and they're going to have to repair this too. Look at that. Okay. And look, that's mold, I believe. It needs to be tested because it could just be mildew, but we have a water issue here. And guess what? We're going to make sure it's taken care of before anyone rents this unit. That has to be scraped and painted. We got to figure out what's going on up there. And that exhaust has seen better days. It needs to be cleaned, and that area has to be repaired. Oh, you all make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can come back and see the finished product. Because what we are telling you we're going to do, we're going to do. Now, we put this tile in. Why did we go with white? Probably it was on sale. To be honest, remember, new is better than used. So I'm pretty sure this was on sale because I'm thinking white was a horrible choice. But anyway, it's done. We'll get that cleaned. That will not be replaced. Oh, that looks pretty good. The sink looks pretty good. This is, I don't know. Oh my God. I honestly don't know what that is. I'm not touching that. I'll let my contractor look at that. I have no idea what that is. So the tub, I'm gonna have to get someone to come and scrape and redo this tub all together. Oh wow, look at that. Yep, that's gonna have to be redone. Okay. What's going on back here? Oh, that's storage, just like a linen closet. All right. Not too bad, but not the best. The bathroom. So you basically just need to figure out where you're going to have to put the most money. I definitely want it painted. The rooms are really big though. For a rental, I think they're really nice and spacious. This is bedroom number 3. This actually looks pretty good. Whoever stayed in here, or maybe, you know what? I think this was her office, but the ceilings look good. This one looks really good. You can tell the rooms that had the most use, like wear and tear, and then the ones that, what was I saying? Sorry. The ones that don't have as much wear and tear where, they didn't use it that much, but then also the ones that were used often, like that bedroom. I would say that's the one that I'm mostly concerned about. We purchased this refrigerator, was brand new. These countertops, which seem to simply be dirty, I'll take it. We purchased these and we did the backsplash. All that's new. The stove was actually in good condition, so we did not purchase that. It's a GE. It's everlasting, looks like. There's your microwave. Let me see. I know they didn't clean the microwave out. They didn't clean anything, honestly. But it's okay. I'll take a dirty unit over a destroyed unit any day. Any day. So I am not mad. I'm happy. Okay, this is not bad because you take a risk when you rent, and thank God that the people that we had here respected what we're trying to do. Another thing, we didn't raise rent every year. We made sure that we stayed, true to what she signed up for. So, we just tried to do right by her. And looking at this today, it seems like she did right by us. So, all right, I'm excited. So let me see. The next step, like I said, would be to get the contractor out here and let them give us some quotes on what it's going to take to get this back up to par and ready for the market. So I'm going to go outside and take some pictures of the front because I didn't know if I would be able to do that because of the yard situation, how it normally is, but it looks amazing. So I'm going to get pictures of the yard, the front, and then what we can do is the marketing or the management company can go ahead and put it on the market as a coming soon. It should take about a week to get it up to par, and then we'll put it on the market. But I will be back to show you all the final reveal of the property once it's ready to go. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video. Hopefully you got some helpful tips from it. And if you're a landlord, tell me some of the stories you've been through. What are some things that have been difficult for you and your tenants? But today was a good day for us. I count this as a win. So I'm going to wrap up here. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments if you like this video and want more videos like this. But until next time, until our next assignment, you all take care. Bye.